remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights, my heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember? Tell me to leave her alone. God.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday. Man, y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday, man. Y'all see we're going to be doing an update pretty much on the Sue Surgeon's lawsuit against Nike, and apparently Odell Beckham and Nike have also, I guess, reached a settlement, which I was kind of barely not familiar with that lawsuit, but we're going to be touching on that tonight and then talking a little bit of upcoming releases. And I'm going to let my homie go ahead and do his proper introductions.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. So there's still not much going on, but I mean, I guess we had like that little Stussy drop. I don't know if anybody went for much of the merch. I know that the shoes weren't much of a second looker, you know. I mean, I guess if you're like more into like it looked like maybe like a running shoe or like shoes like that soccer players will wear after they, after they take their cleats off, because it still gives like that
Yeah,
look and feel. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, most definitely.
So I mean, like I say, if you're in that area, then most definitely, it was a pair of shoes to maybe consider a look at. Not to say that it wasn't a good shoe. It just like I say, certain shoes are just for certain groups, and I respect that and let them have it.
Most
Um, but I was looking at this at that the windbreaker, the windbreaker they had. It was like they had the black one and then they had the white one, and they had
Okay.
like the big Nike check at the back with like the perforated like vent holes for it. Pause, but you
Yeah.
know, but my like I say, it was a nice jacket. Definitely would have been something perfect for like the for that transition from summer to fall, going into winter. But just like that $230, I just couldn't. Yeah, not for a windbreaker. That just has Stussy like right on the chest.
I skimmed through that merch and I vaguely remember because that's all I did was skim through the joint. And I'm like, bro, they tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
I'm trying to make every cent count now, man. I hate to say it, but definitely you can tell with everything going up, everybody is just kind of probably spending their money wisely if you had to guess, man. Um, Especially you want to spend it where it makes sense. And like you said, just 230 for that, like no disrespect, but
When I can literally go get like I can go on eBay or something and get like some vintage Stussy for way less than that.
most definitely, most definitely. Also, guys, sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. Y'all know we talk a little bit of everything over there, from obviously sneakers to music to pretty much food section, sports section, you name it. Appreciate the growth over there as well. So like I said, we're doing an update on the Sue Surgeon issues a statement on the Nike lawsuit. So I don't think he was on the live with us Wednesday, Dunks, but pretty much that's what I covered. Are you surprised that this lawsuit has come about with Shoe Surgeon, which I'm sure you're very familiar with him, right? Well, as in heard of him. I'm not saying you spent money with him, but I'm saying you definitely have heard.
Trust me, I'm familiar with him now. But I'll say this. I who have I already said? I've already named two. But I'll like Khaled. So you kind of know where I'm going with this, just off.
Go ahead.
I kind of put these guys like all in the same category, where like their claim to fame is pretty much like just putting their signature on work that's already done. You know,
you
like
you're putting shoe surgeon in that.
yeah, he's in that category too. Like
So you
you
do you
know, like
think
nothing original about what he's doing. Um, like, I guess you can slap that premium material that you're using on there, but I mean, it's not like you're doing nothing special, like I say, and then you're not doing anything special when you're pretty much showing like the population how to do the exact same thing that you're making all this money off of.
so? Another question: do you think his stuff is considered authentic because
No,
he uses? There you
no.
go. Even though he using Nike's product.
Okay, so is the UA factories.
Yeah, this is true. So, do safe to say you're saying that Nike has a valid lawsuit because Kwame, and I'm not picking on you, Kwame. I do see you in the building, homie. We were saying in the Discord, it's a gray area. Like he is. I think this is, and this is just pretty much just catching you up to speed. I think the whole issue is, do I think he's going to win a lawsuit? In my opinion, no. And he's got, keep in mind, he's got the Go Yard lawsuit against him too. So he's got two
Hey,
bangers.
speaking of that, that's funny because like I say, I actually heard about this lawsuit when it first started happening, and I had commented on the article right then and there, and I was like, "Wait, isn't he already getting sued by Goyard?"
Yeah.
So like he's already like that. He already had going. Then like, what was it? Nike suing him for what, like 6 million, something like probably more.
No, it's not 60
Yeah,
million.
yeah, I knew it was a six in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's not
But
60. That's a big
but
millions is still a lot of even. Hell, if I had 6 or 60, I'll take either. But
I
you
mean,
know,
it is that fine line. I think and this is where Nike kind of catches everybody, and this kind of catches them like dead to rights. It's it's fun when it's cool when you're just doing it as a little project, like a little project, maybe for you and your homies. Like if you're just doing some, but once you start taking money out of their pocket, literally, then now it's a problem.
that's
And shoe
exactly
surgeon,
what I've been saying. That's exactly what I've been saying. Like it's kind of one of those, like, growing up when we were kids. I'm pretty sure if I gave it to you to do like some custom work because you're like very good art, like arts wise, sure, Nike don't got a problem with it. But like if you start to take it past being local, now we got a problem with it. And it's one thing just writing and drawing on the shoe. He's deconstructing it, but still using all their stuff. Like, how is that? Like I said, I think it's not the custom aspect of it. It's the fact that it's going to probably cause confusion on, hey, is this, it's you, we as in sneakerheads know this is not an authorized sneaker by Nike. And that's probably going to be the nail in the coffin if I had to guess. It's not authorized to be sold like globally or more than past. It's probably certain type of limitations within that.
well, and also, it kind of takes away from their what am I trying to say? What's the one I'm trying to think of? Um, just keep it simple. Exclusiveness. So say like I'll use prime example. When you have shoes like the Dior ones, and you got a guy that damn near shows you how to make them. Well, so why am I gonna pay you, $3,000 for the shoe when I can just when this guy is showing me for free how to make it? I'm only out of 100, maybe $150 for material.
I don't want to use the word free because he shows like a little glimpse, but he actually has classes, which is another
Oh
part.
well, yeah, okay, but bro? Still, what's a what? Okay, I'm sure he's at maybe a $20 subscription to his class, if that.
Hey, nah, you would think, but homie's products has been selling for over 4 and 5 thousand.
Yeah, well, depending on what his pricing is, you're still not really losing no money compared to what you will be paying for the actual product. When let's say, well, okay, what's it cost you out of your pockets? $300, all in all, and you got the shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, if you like, we went over this too. You bought a little setup kit to the point where hell you can probably make.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
Yeah,
like I say, once again, not just because he's selling the product just on a deeper scale. Like I say, people are learning how to do it, so that's taking money out of Nike's pocket.
Yeah, this is true. Let me hit the chat real quick, and then also tonight we're going to be talking about the Odell Beckham and Nike lawsuit. See what that's all about. If you guys are familiar with it, then sound off in the chat as well. But let's see what we got in the chat real quick. Kwame in the building says, "Yo, what up,
Yo,
Kwame?" Let's see. Manu the Kick says, "Yerp." What up,
yo,
Manny? What up, Manny? What up? What up? Kwame says, "Chilling late night yesterday." Kind of figured because when I joined the sold out when I joined the Goodfellas meeting last night, I saw that I guess you had lost connection. You wasn't there, but then like it kind of faded out. But it's all good, homie. Divine Photos in the building says, "Yo, yo, what up, Divine?"
yo.
See, Manny says, "Kwame and Divine 100 salute." Divine says, "My thing is, why the F he charging told you, Dunks, 4 to 5K customized shoes on his website using Nike and GoYard? That's nothing. Like you charging it like you them and you not them. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. And is his stuff, does it look good? Yes. I mean, I think I don't know. It's still a gray area though, because
Well,
technically he's using their stuff. I don't think they're saying it's not an authentic type of thing, but I think it's just not an authorized product. You can't, because you're still using their
you have to have a contract with them, even if you making Dubrays,
right. Yeah.
something that small. It has to be contractually you know done. I guess it has to be done contractually to make it an actual product. And we all know this is obvious writing on the wall that Shoe Surgeon got inside sources somewhere at these um at these garment factories that's producing like the Go
Well,
Yard and the Louis Vuitton. He's got
most
connect. He's got to.
most definitely. But rumors is he also has had contracts with Nike them to do like a custom one-on-one type of thing, but it doesn't apply that you can do it. You can't do it. You got to stick to the stipulation of that contract. It's like if they say like they want us to do like a collaboration, we're gonna just do this shoe. They don't mean like continue to do it your own thing afterwards.
Here's an example as how Shoe Surgeon does his work and how Rejuvenator does their work.
Yeah, they just Rejuvenator just cleans the shoe though,
No, no, no. They do custom shoes.
But
They
they're
make.
not. But they're not
I'm saying,
selling.
but they're doing them. No, exactly. They usually when they do them, it's from like they'll do it from the Rejuvenator guys to like a charity
Yep.
or it is something that's commissioned.
Yeah. So they're
But they're
not.
not just out doing it and say, hey, we're gonna sell it.
Yeah, and that's where they're covered legally, if you
Mhm.
ask me, because it's like, okay, you donated charity, so Nike not mad because well, you bought the products, you cut it up, you did your own thing, painted it, this, that, and the third, and you gave it away. So I mean, you didn't. There's no money to be made there,
Mhm.
and they're not trying to make. All right, cool. Well, 6 or 7 to 10 of these celebrities are willing to pay me $5,000 for this custom that night. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I think also probably if I had to say what did it was that school, like he did the online, you can go
Mhm.
to school and that probably was like, all right, that you're doing too much, you know. It was cool every now and then, but now you're doing a little too much. Um, Thugger Fernando's, hopefully I'm reading that correctly. Got the hand and emoji. What up, homie? Um, Devon says he messed up giving classes on how to customize shoes. More than likely, he's gonna reach a settlement with Nike and not make any more product. Almost definitely. Uh, if you think of Dapper Dan, if you guys aren't familiar with who that is, I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, Dunks.
Yeah, we've
He
covered it many times.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But he had a deal with Gucci and them, but I'm pretty sure they get a certain percent. It's cool. Like you using their stuff and doing all that, but they need a percentage of the cut. Now I'm gonna read the official statement that Sue Surgeon has dropped recently because that's where he said that because Wednesday is when we got the official like up or the official like they're suing him, which I'm not surprised. And he's finally come out and he's made a statement. So I'm gonna read his statement and we're gonna break that down a little bit tonight as well. And then we'll transition on to the Odell Beckham situation, probably like the last like 15 minutes of the live. Let's see. Kwame says, "What up, Devon and Manny? Salute." Manny says, facts divine and 5K for a shoe surgeon tag on a Nike sneaker. It's their shoe still though, you know? So I mean he does a good job, but again, it's just kind of one of those you don't really want to mess with a company. I can't help but think of that one where we seen that one local company, I think out in Colorado, don't quote me, where they did the ski mask joint or the what was it, the skier, where they had like he was doing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah, remember that? Nike, if Nike came for them, you knew it was only a matter of time it was coming for a shoe surgeon. You know what I mean? I also think that Nike them sit back and let them make profit, before they drop that big lawsuit on them because what's the point? This is my thing. Because I be thinking like, why don't they stop it right when it happens? Which they do send cease and desist, which that takes time. And one thing about the legal system too, hate to kind of go into my personal business, like the law system is extremely slow. It doesn't move quickly at all. So Nike's already said they sent multiple cease and desist. I'm assuming you have to have a time break in between each one before you can actually file the official like big boy lawsuit. Like you gotta pretty much have to give them like a warning, like, hey, stop it, you know?
Well, also think about this. His shoe surgeon has people who works for him and who probably checks his mail and his email and go through his emails. Those people see those type of messages and they're thinking about themselves, like, because if he has to stop, that means my money stopped.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
they never seen that letter, never seen that email,
Yeah, I can see that.
So it can kind of go deeper than that. Also, think of him as who he is. He may be constantly like moving, or he's not in the same place for a long time. So the
I'll give.
mail the
I
mail can get lost.
I don't think so, but
Travis,
I know I know that's an argument though, but I don't agree. I mean, let me put it this way: that's an argument. I don't think he is, but I can see where that could be brought up. So I'm agreeing with you, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
of
think
course.
it's bullshit, but I agree that they gonna pull that card, you know.
Oh yeah.
Um, let's see. Devon says, it's one thing to do one-on-one custom using Nike products for one person, cool. But when you make multiple pairs, you done effed up. Yeah, that's my thing. He started to sell like if you when and I'm not. I think he took it off his website now, but he has shoes already in stock that he had custom made that you can just buy right then and there. You know what I mean?
And then you got to think about the place that we have here where you can do your own shoes. Um,
What that is? What y'all got?
is this place where you go in and you can pretty much customize your own shoe. Um,
But that's
it's,
fine though because
what I'm saying, because technically they're they're profiting off of you using
they're
their their
products, their stuff.
material,
Yeah,
which
they're
are just paints and fabrics,
yep,
and not like
yeah.
no branding or anything. And plus, it's you that's doing the customizing.
To your
So
own thing that you
yeah,
already
it's
bought
not
from
on
Nike.
them. It's not on you. They just paid us to use our material. You know.
Right. Yeah. It's
So
no different than basically if you bought all the stuff and did like I got a couple of shoes like it's no different if I went to the store bought an all white Air Force One and then brought like a painting kit and custom it up myself, you know?
pretty much like how your Levi's.
Yeah, basically, yeah. When I did that, the denim joint, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Kind of hate I did it, but at the same time I'm not mad either. I don't know. I think everybody got in that mode to do that.
I mean, that's what express. Nothing is nothing's ever messed up. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say everything can be fixed, but things can be fixed. And like I say, it's all how you look at it. Obviously.
True. This is true. Devon says, "What up, Manny? What up, Kwame? Salute 100." Devon says, "You see how NBA players have custom PEs? It's a one of one, and that's why guys like Sue Surgeon and other dudes that be trying Nike got to understand at least those athletes get permission from Nike. Yeah, they have to, and most likely they have a Nike contract.
Well, let's just say maybe like you said earlier, he's had contracts before. Um, he's just one of those guys that just don't learn. Like he literally he took what he learned and ran with it. You
Yeah,
know, and they're like, "Hey, man, like you're only supposed to make two shoes." You
yeah.
know,
You're only supposed to make this and this. We didn't say do all this extra shit and flip a Travis one and make a. I think he's did a one thing I think I seen floating around is where we got the fragment Travis got highs. He did a red version, I think, allegedly.
Or you do some ridiculous stuff like all crocodile leather Travis.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, he's done that, and we've seen that stuff holding up. Again, alleged. We don't know. Just going off what we see on the internet. We just reporting the shit. Um, Manny says Nike op list all X out and waiting for new challenges. I'll say this. Most of them, and if they're smart, they're usually settling, and if they don't, Nike usually end up getting the bag anyway. There's some companies that's probably came close, but I'm assuming neither party's really left with what they really fully wanted. Especially like Nike. I'm just saying, like, if you're messing with that check, and then I seen, like we can think it back to Omni and Cool Kai. They think because they took the Nike check off, you still can't tell it's a Jordan 1 or a Dunk, He's not even doing that. He's just putting different fabric over what, Nike, if anything, and I know this is easier said than done, he's better off trying to get a deal over there. But at the same time, now that I think about it, he would get, like, if he's getting Goyard and other like Louis Vuitton materials, Nike them aren't gonna let you drop that on their site like it's theirs, because then Louis Vuitton's gonna sue Nike. So to be
I'm
fair,
assuming that's probably what kind of sprung Nike into action too. Once they saw the Goyard lawsuit, they kind of followed suit because they obviously can't have that bad, press behind them.
Exactly. So yeah, that if anything, that if Nike them were definitely think about it, that definitely put the icing on the cake for them to go ahead and do it. Let's see. Nike says that's why we have Nike by you, and I believe you can customize Adidas shoes too. I don't think I've seen too many Adidas. I'm not saying you can't, but I know we got the Nike by you, but I don't know what Adidas got.
Yeah.
Kwame says I don't know Adidas, but Vans for sure does custom shoes too, or customs too.
Yeah.
Ironically, my barber was rocking some Vans today. Kind of weird. It kind of threw me off, but I knew what he was on. He was stepping out or whatever after the work, but that just kind of threw me off. But yeah, Vans. And if you think about it, that was under the same house as the Supreme joint, which also what I covered live on Wednesday, by the way, Dunks, where apparently Supreme is sold for one.
They got sold again, right?
Yeah.
And speaking of Vans, oh, never mind. I'll just save it.
What? Go ahead.
Not because Vans and Bape have some. They have some collab coming out. I can't remember exactly when, but I was just gonna see if you're gonna go for them. But I was just gonna save it for the upcoming. That's why I was like,
all right, cool. Yeah, we'll save it for the upcoming releases towards the end of the live. That's cool. Devon says, I agree with Dunks. Nike been sending him cease and desist, but dudes like a spoiled child didn't want to listen and is acting like the victim. This is true. It's kind of one of those, you tell your child, hey, don't do that or else I'm gonna whoop you. You know what? And they challenge it and do it anyway. We got a family member like that. I got a family member like that.
Example. It's like you in school and they tell you to stop and they keep trying to send them letters home. You get rid of them.
Yeah,
and then when the day finally comes and your parents find out about it, you're like, I don't know what they're talking about.
Ironically, there's a situation that happened with that in my family, but it wasn't with me, but it was with, you can guess which one.
Oh, yeah.
Back when they sent the paper report cards home, one person was changing it up to make it seem like they were doing way better than what they were not. And then finally it got to the point where the teachers finally called home, and then which they were riding with him and believing him until they went up there and got the full truth. Yeah. They still let him pass, but he did it almost the whole school year. But he was saying he didn't know what they were talking about. When he did, it was him making all those changes. So
of course.
Yeah, I mean, you know which family member that is. But anyway, let me read the Sue Surgeon's actual quote here of what he has. Let me see if I can pull it up on the screen. And then pretty much what he said, like, I guess you can say his official statement of what he feels like, how he's been done wrong and how he's been playing victim. And then we'll talk a little bit of like kind of what I think could be anticipated, and then we'll go from there. But again, homie, I hope he's not really surprised. Like, you can't be at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but if he thinks that he has done no wrong, I mean, he can try to take it to court, but I have a feeling where it's gonna go. But let me share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. Boom. It says it's a dream to actually, you know what? I think we got it up on Nice Kicks. This is why I'm gonna put it up on this one. Yeah. He says it's a dream to collaborate with legendary brands, especially with the brands who message is for us to believe in something, whose message is it's only crazy until we do it. The best is yet to come, to be better, to just do it. He says, let me read the rest of it. It says, we are confused. Nike has chosen litigation over pretty much discussion, but we are confident with proper dialogue, which pretty much is what they're saying from this. What I get from this, they're gonna settle with proper because this is what this means, and this obviously this is written up by the lawyer that he's hired allegedly. With proper dialogue and let's see where we at. Proper dialogue and proper management. Let's see. He says we can resolve this with new management and turn into a win for the culture. So he thinks, I would assume he's going to try to get a deal from Nike here. Good luck, homie. So we'll see how it goes. It says, this defines us. Our pursuit of greatness is the soul of, what's the word he got here? It says, of every creation and authenticity is stitched into our DNA. We're the unity and this is victory. So that's his statement. He says, never stop creating. So that's definitely something the lawyer wrote up. More power to homie for trying to be, I guess, looking like he's kind of like not affected here. But I mean, at the end of the day,
didn't Kai?
Yeah.
In the beginning, I pretty much like, bro, I got full confidence in the justice system. Like,
I hope he does not,
like,
no disrespect.
He hasn't really went through the legal process yet. So he's, like I say, he's doing just what Kai did in the beginning. Like, damn near, like,
This my thing. What kills me is he said he's confused. Nike has chosen litigation over discussion. Like, that's the
discussion was those 20 cease and desist that they sent you.
Exactly. That's the motherfucker. Thank you. You reading my mind.
That's talking.
Yeah, that's the end of discussion right there, homie. That was the litigation. That was litigation means okay, so there's litigation and there's what you can call, all right, cool. Do you want to litigate or do you want to I think it's meta you're gonna have I think it's it's not meditate, it's mitigation or something like that. I'm gonna look it up actually because I know for a fact because I've had to go through this. I'm gonna just make sure I get the proper term. But litigation basically means you want to go to court or do you want to it's mediation. Mediation is the word I'm looking for. So yeah, a lot of people who's been through court already kind of knows what this is. So pretty much is what he's saying. Like, yeah, he don't know why they're allegedly. This is what he's coming across. He doesn't even know why they're suing them whenever they're not open to going to mediation. Which that's again what we're saying. That's what the cease and desist were. Like, homie, what do you think it is? They're like, hey, I'm pretty sure, and I don't have to read the cease and desist, which I've seen that propping up on the internet too. It's like pretty much either, hey, stop it or else, and you continue to take a break and then do it. My thing is, if Bape them bowed out, you know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? No disrespect, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, and then homie, I think Nike them is definitely needing. They want 60 million because some tell me they just let this slide on the radar a little too long and finally just let it like build up. But homie actually has been selling all over the United States, so is Kai them. So pretty much if you can
maybe they're still under contract and him doing this is breach of contract.
Oh yeah, I'm no betting man. I have a feeling he definitely I have a feeling Nike didn't waste their time. You know what I mean?
What contract?
Basically. Let's see. Yo, Malcolm in the building says, yo, what up, Malcolm?
Yo, Malcolm.
He says, what's good? He says, Supreme getting passed around. I thought you was going to finish it with something else, but yeah, they are.
Supreme is lost right now, man. They don't know, what to do, and it's pretty interesting. We go to see, the things we're gonna get from them under this new ownership.
I must what is it? Denim Tears? If that homie couldn't bring him back, I don't know, man.
Man, come on, man. Denim Tears was in and out before it. Like my boy didn't even get to put out a simple Supreme shirt, and that's the thing. That's what you're gonna start with, a T-shirt. He didn't even make it past the T-shirt. My boy was Oh, he was in there. Oh my god, he was in there all bad. Like trying to turn that into 1857.
Yeah. So pretty much you can see what I got up on the screen where they got the side by sides where he's pretty much took his own shoes. I mean, took their shoes and then make it to something that Nike should do, but it's still not an Nike authentic product, you know? So
Something
again,
Nike should do. Nike's never gonna put out no crocodile leather shoes. You
yeah,
know,
says
like
go ahead.
I'm saying the most we've seen was what maybe like some what was that Italian leather shoe line that they put out a couple months back, where the
We
shoes
had
were like 1,500, 2,000 retail.
the Drake joints, but they never really fit. He and that's the thing I think too. He did a Drake 11 joint custom with that crocodile joint that only was exclusive for Drake. That right there was probably pissing.
That's overkill, honestly, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think that probably when they look back at that, it's like, oh, we're gonna get it back. This is the thing too. You don't want to sue nobody when they just coming up because you would even still you still got to do the cease and assist because also my family's going through something like that currently where you can't just pull up on a person and sue them outright. The judge will make you do some type of like see if you guys can reach a settlement on your own, which again that's called like mediation, versus litigation. Litigation means you finna go to trial and it's gonna be forever. And litigation costs more than mediation, by the way. Mediation settling out of court is supposed to be cheaper than going litigation, which I know personally. So homie really it's like do you want to choose the hard way? Because Nike got it. Even though sales are down, you know?
Hmm.
Devon says denim tears, I don't think is gonna last.
Um, I agree, man. I mean, denim tears is obviously for a certain it's for a select few people. And I don't know, man. Just that whole cotton wreath, um, it wasn't supposed to be. Just that all over print. It just I don't know. It's just kind of dumb to me. And then when Offset tried to do his little collab,
I didn't even know he had a collab with him.
yeah, he did exactly.
So also back on track with this, and I didn't know the suit surgeon did this, but this is a part of the lawsuit from what I see up on the screen. You remember, and of course I know you do remember, the Jordan 1 Dior's.
Yeah, we're just talking about those. Yeah, I just say he teach
He
people
did
damn near how to make them.
did that. He did that, and then he also a shoe that I really, 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 really want, Air Force One Tiffany's. He did a Jordan 1 low Tiffany Travis Scott version. So just imagine what's the one you got, the Phantom joints? Imagine the Phantoms, but with the Tiffany Nike check color on it. Yeah, bro, you playing with fire is what I'm trying to get at.
Mm-hmm.
He did it with some fours. He's done it. He did a whole Tiffany line. He better hope the rest of them don't follow suit like Tiffany and for like, yo, that's our color. You know what I'm saying? Which that would be a very great area, but still could be some confusion trying to cause some confusion between
And see, shoe surgeon, he is one of those people that's in that position that he doesn't have anything outside of this.
yeah,
So if he
yeah.
loses this, he loses. He's done. You know.
If he's smart, bro, I'm gonna say if I was
If he's
him,
smart, he puts that money into other things. You know.
if what I was gonna say is if I was him, man, I would just go ahead and like you know what I'm saying. Hey, man, it was fun while it lasted. You know what
Oh,
I
I mean, he's gonna have to say that anyway.
mean?
I mean, he's
Yeah.
done. That era is done. He's not gonna make no more shoes. Not like that, at least.
Yeah,
So I mean, that's over with. So don't got to worry about that one. Just what's he gonna do after this? You know
yeah, I know.
what ideas?
I was gonna give an answer, but I don't know. I'm gonna just say I don't
What
know.
other ideas? Because you haven't shown us anything besides pretty much taking off Nike's leather and putting on your own leather. That's pretty
Yeah,
much all you did. The spots that they made, you just took them off and put a twist on it.
yeah, which is a custom, which is cool, but you can't. I think again, the gray area is you don't want the
And
consumer, the
and
customer thinking
how
these
hard
are
is it to do that? How hard is it to do let's even like I say if he's doing only 10 pair, let's say 10 pair because like I say, I mean
My
it's
thing is
easy
this.
but it's hard. It's the time consuming. So how hard is it to do that to cut off 10 croc scales and slap it back on the shoe and boom get it out the door. You know.
I'm gonna say this. You're right. That's a good question. I have a feeling Nike then was watching him for longer than what he probably realized because and just let that build up because even with Omni or with Cool Kai's like Nike them just want like what you could they got to pay a milli this and the third they want 60 like I think with Kai them they were only asking for 8 and then they just pretty much I think once the settlement reached it was like a milli like even if they reach a settlement like I have a feeling Nike's still gonna want at least like 20 million
Like I
like
say, it's different because um Surgeon was actually under contract with Nike, and he had all these celebrity ties with him too.
yeah.
That he was more like of a celebrity status with his. Literally, besides like just like honestly, and this is God honest truth. Besides Manny, I think Sauce Walker is the only other person I've seen wearing like Omni or Kai shoes. And that, nothing against them. I like them too. Um, like I said, I just can't really get a pair. I'm sure they're out there though. But
Oh
like
yeah,
I
they
said,
still out there.
so I'm saying like that's just the scale that they were on. Like you know um shoe surgeon just he was just on a more bigger scale. Like I said, he actually started bringing in celebrities and having celebrity endorsement and stuff behind him.
Yeah, and one of those when you get too comfortable.
I
So
say it's just, and I honestly just feel like it's a breach of contract. That's where that large number comes in there.
right, right. So let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see where we at. Kwame says, okay, if it's about the Dior and the Tiffany, it's because he copied their designs. So it's a part of the lawsuit, Kwame. So I'm assuming that, and think about it, that's their top tier quality. Like the Dior's retail was like 2,000, I think, or at least 1,500, and the
And he taught
Tiffany's
people how to make them for a couple $100.
right. And then you got the Tiffany's that was $400 retail. So yeah, those are the big bang. You messing with the wrong ones. You're not messing with the ones that still sitting somewhere in a Nike outlet somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Nike, like if you go to an outlet and get a pair of those and chop those up, they don't give
Well,
a
yeah,
damn.
exactly like you say. You're kind of like messing with
The
their
big boys.
the big boys because like these are actual collabs from brands bigger. Well, I'm not gonna say bigger than Nike because I don't even think that Louis Vuitton and none of that. I don't even think they're bigger than Nike.
They're
Like
not, but
if
they're
you were to
still
look from
a premium. They're still a premium brand.
yeah,
You know.
but yeah, looking at it from a numbers scale, I don't. They're nowhere near where Nike is, but they're still they still got the money to go toe to toe with Nike if need be.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree with that statement. Um, let's see where we at real quick. Kwame says that's definitely not legal to copy theirs and call it custom because it's a custom, but you can't. The problem is, like me and Dunk said earlier, you can't sell that shit.
You can make it all day and put it on the website all you want. You can make 100 of them and put them on the website, but as long as one don't go out of that door for profit, then you're good.
Yeah,
You can have 1,000. You can literally sit on the internet and make 1,000. As long as they don't go out of your possession, you're good.
yeah, you can do it for yourself. Like I said earlier, you can do it for yourself. Like if Dunks had all the stuff, I'm like, hey man, custom these Air Force Ones for me. Nike don't got no problem because I mean it's kind of I bought the shoe, and even if I did pay Dunks, it's like that's it. And it's like I ain't no disrespect, Dunks. I ain't trying to give you, I ain't finna give you no 5 or 10,000. But I mean, you already know that,
Yeah,
you
I'll
know,
be
I'm
like, it's a gift.
yeah, like exactly. I'm gonna give you something for your time, but yeah, I ain't trying to
Tax
go.
write off. Go on now. It's for charity. He's good.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He started doing it a little. He just
hmm
took it too far. That's all. If I had to guess, um, and Nike then with sales are down. I ain't say the word penny pinching, but they're trying to grab their any open wounds so that their skin sealed up. Like any money that's going out the door, they feel like they missing on. That's literally that's over with. We're getting it back. You know, point blank. Period. And I would assume Nike's lawyers has got to be better than his lawyers, especially when you not really was prepared for lawsuits because you've been doing it for so long.
True.
You know, like just imagine one day you get hit with the. It's my thing though. Actually, running back, they've been sending. I'm assuming even Goyard sent cease and desist. You know what I mean?
I mean, come on, man. Like I said, he's not oblivious to this. He knew. Like I said, he had to know what was going on the whole time. Like
Yeah,
I
he
said,
did.
once
Hell yeah.
again, him or somebody on his team made sure that those letters and stuff were never seen. You know,
Exactly, because like you said,
or they were seen and just ignored.
the word is ignored. We want to use here probably. Um, let's see. Divine says Nike don't give collaborations freedoms of control to do their products, so that says a lot. This is true. Like Travis has probably had the most creative control, but even
I say Balvin. Balvin
Balvin,
got a lot of control.
what with those ones?
Just with his shoes overall. Like just like
Yeah,
like I say, for one, Travis, he's not really doing anything. He's just kind of flipping the Nike check. You see, like I say, with Balvin and stuff, he's getting to take the completely take the Nike era off, put a smiley face on the back. He took the Jordan 1 and made it look like zigzag material. The Jordan 2, he's
I
got the
mean
lights.
Travis get that too. Travis get his logo on the back heel. So does I'm my year. I'm my year chose to put their logo. It's still limited though if you think about it, because Bobbin probably you're right. He's probably done the most customs, but Travis's he get his logo on the back. I'm my year. They get
But
their
it's kind
logo.
of subtle stuff, compared to what even with I'm like, yeah, there's a
They get
subtle
theirs on the
compared to what
tongue.
Dalvin is getting away with.
Yeah. Pause, but they get theirs on the tongue. The logo on the tongue. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause. But the shoe tongue is what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess it's kind of one of those Nikes like, all right, you only pick. It's only going to be on one shoe and pick where you want it. And it has to make sense. I feel
I
like
mean,
they.
I just want to know the conversation Balvin had with Nike for those ones and twos. Like, what vision did he sell them to make them be like, you know what? Let's green like this.
Mm. And even on this, like other things that he's done too. And I think this may have been the dagger too. A shoe that's not released was the off-white bread fours. He did a Jordan 1 version, but you can use it's basically all he did was take that same setup and put it on a Jordan 1. It looks dope, but and again, no real major changes to Nike's check or nothing. It's super dope. Kind of reminds of the conversation we were having when we were working on merch dunks. Remember that? I was like, super dope, but this could have easily been us if I would have been like trying to green light what you were doing, in a few years. I was like, it's dope, but I don't think we can, you know what I mean? If I gotta question it and it caused confusion, and that's where it is. And out of all things, you mess with the off-white, bro. Hell yeah, you begging. He did a Chicago 1 version, to be honest, from what it looks like, he did almost like a vintage, what am I looking for? Reimagined Jordan 1 first of the Chicago. It's kind of weird. But that's still Nike stuff. And then instead of like see, he messed with the logos too. So where it normally says like Nike Air or Nike SB, he leaves the Nike check, leaves the SB, and then he write SRGN, which I'm assuming is short for surgeon. Bro, you begging for it. You know what I mean? Like that, yeah, you begging for that. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna just leave it at that right there. So let's transition to this. Nike and Odell Beckham Jr. have ended their legal feud, but who won? We'll transition to that for the last 10 minutes. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Where we at? Let's see. Devon says Kai made dope t-shirts and hoodies, and he would have been better to stick with that. Maybe, but he saw that shoe money and it took off. But I see what you're saying. Manny says, yes, Sirski, Divine. Let's see. Kwame says, I think selling customs is fine, but not a direct copy of Nike design like that. Yeah, you got to make sure it's no confusion on it whatsoever. You know what I mean? But see, that's hard to do because if you take it to the point legal aspect of cussing it so much, it's not going to look like a Nike product, which is what Nike's probably, yeah, that's the point. We don't want our stuff to look like any confusion. But if we deconstruct the shoe and change it so damn much where it doesn't look like the original shoe no more, would people want it is the question. Answer is probably no. No. And Warren Lotus had to learn that the hard way as well. Not to pick on him. Um, let's see. Kwame says, love or hate the Balvins, they definitely unique. This is true.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and they're still up there in price. All of them. Well, maybe next to the twos, every one of them is still up there for a high ticket.
Twos don't count because the
I'm
two.
saying, besides the twos don't count, but
Yeah.
those ones, threes, and fours. No, I'm sorry, the ones. I'm sorry, what am I saying? The ones and threes so far, like yeah, they're up there.
I can see that. Manny says, just like Divine, it came and went. Which I'm assuming is that the Eric Emanuel joint you're talking about? Yeah. Ironically, I had those shorts. I gave those joints to Dunks, man. Cause I wasn't even wearing them. They were too short for me, man. They didn't work for me. Like Dunks, I showed Dunks like what they look like or what they would have looked like on me. He's like, yeah, I know what you mean. Like you didn't even have to take 2 seconds, like, bro. Which you already knew where I was getting at, but I'm like, bro, I can't. You know, I'm getting laughed at. You know, it's not working for me. You know. Let's see. Kwame says, I want the Balvin ones, but they taxed. Yeah,
them things up there, bro. Like,
ain't
and I've seen somebody actually wearing those once before in public. It's just not a. I mean, it's
would you
in
wear
person.
them?
Is huh?
Would you wear them?
Nah.
Okay.
I'll say this: they will definitely catch your attention. You got to see them in person, just because just pictures don't do them justice. They're very very bright, very bright.
So you saying they look better in person?
They don't look good, but they don't look bad. Let's just say
Okay.
that.
Okay.
You just have to see them in person to kind of form your own opinion on them. That's where you will really get an opinion on them.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. Let's see. Let's see. Divine says shoe surgeon should have signed with New Balance. They would give him creative control. I mean, if he had an opportunity over there, I don't see why he wouldn't. Devon says, I call EE Hoochie Daddy Shorts.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, that's the best way to describe them for me. That's how they looked on me. And I got my size. And I feel like even if I would have got like a bigger size, pause, they wasn't gonna be longer. Pause.
It's only gonna be big, like they're only gonna be larger in the waist,
yep,
because they're cropped shorts.
Yeah, I'm not with. I can't get jiggy with it. I can't. You see how my shorts, what I normally wear, like you need to stop right above the knee or slightly on it. Pause. Kwame says they definitely not for everyone. They bright as F, and he's talking about the Balvins, I'm assuming. So let's transition to this Odell Beckham for the last 5 minutes, and we'll talk upcoming releases and get things on up out of here. So the legal feud between Nike and Odell Beckham Jr. has finally come to an end. And a Thursday evening Instagram post thanking his legal team and jury, the NFL star stated that justice was served. However, neither Beckham nor Nike actually received any monetary award as the result of the trial. Beckham sued Nike in November 2022 in a lawsuit claiming that the athletic powerhouse failed to live up to their promises and refuses to abide by the contract. According to Beckham, Nike was willingly withholding millions of dollars from the longtime Nike athlete, NFL star, who has worked with the Nike swoosh since 2014. So he's basically been over there since 2019. And what he's saying is he wasn't getting everything he was supposed to be getting paid. So it kind of makes me think of Lil Wayne and Cash Money. But anyway, we're talking sneakers over here. Says Beckham sought more than $20 million in damages. Nike filed countersuit shortly after and argued that Beckham violated his contract with Nike by wearing gloves with another brand's logo during.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I remember this a little bit now.
Cool, slap him with a little $10,000 fine, whatever. You can't give the man his money, man, because he wearing some Under Armour gloves. I would assume.
Yeah, they didn't say what the other brand was, but yeah, pretty much it don't even matter. Like, yeah, basically, like it's like you're when you're on the field at work, you're supposed to be in all Nike gear, you know.
Mhm.
So I can see that. Let's see. Menu Kick says Divine.
I'm not about to let them okey doke me out of my money like that over some gloves. Nah, come on. Yeah, we going to court. Come on, man.
Well, that's clearly what they seen. And the picture that you guys see in the thumbnail looks like Odell Beckham had a whole firm, a lawyer firm, you know?
Blow it up because he knew what he was dealing with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you and again, think about it. He got the bag. It ain't like me, like just case in point, if we was doing what we was gonna do, I told you already off rip. Yo, they come knocking on the door, we gotta go ahead and do it. I'm not only waste our time getting an attorney, you gotta go ahead and just stop it. But see, I don't just see we would have stopped it right off rip though. I don't think we would have challenged it. Like some of these guys, like, fuck that. I'm gonna take it to trial when you know you're still gonna lose. But Odell Beckham got the money to run with it. No pun intended. Let's see. Manny says Divine and Sweatsuit weren't that bad. Okay, so we'll see how that is. But Nike said in a statement to Foot News that Beckham received no monetary reward and that his claims were all decided against him by the jury. Overall, the jury found that neither Nike nor Beckham breached their contract, so neither had to pay each other. So pretty much it's kind of one of those everybody just had to pay their attorney fees and call it a day. And I have a feeling Beckham is not on Nike anymore. If I had to guess, you're not getting like no, like you didn't have to pay Nike, and Nike didn't have to pay him because I think Beckham was aiming for 20 million, and Nike countersued. But clearly, it's kind of one of those like maybe the contract there was a legal loophole, and they said fuck it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna read the rest of this. It says the decision confirmed that Nike compiled with the compliments. Nike said in a statement, Nike is grateful to the jury and the court for their careful attention to its case. Just do right at Nike. Beckham wrote in the post on Instagram. So instead of just do it, he wrote just do, and he put the dots right. So
Attorney.
that's it. That I ain't gonna give the attorney that one. That's definitely. Well, that probably could have been an attorney, but Beckham it posted on his
If
Instagram,
him in the heat of the moment, it says something.
and he added Nike. Says, I want to take this moment to thank God first and foremost. Thank you, you heavenly Father. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at that. He says, I want to thank my. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
The
sorry.
Nino Brown speech.
Yeah, basically, I know, bro. This is literally, this is, and the sad part is, if you look up the like if you get off when you get off live and you just look it up, that's the first thing is gonna make you think of. Now that I think about it, says I want to thank my team for every hour they have spent preparing on this case. I want to thank the jury for the simply doing what's right in the word full of wrong and a world full of wrong. My message to whoever needs this is stand up for what you believe in. Justice was served. I mean, yeah, because you didn't. This is my thing. I guess it was considering how you're challenging $1 billion company, which he's a millionaire, but they're billionaires, and pretty much it just basically got thrown out from what I got from it. Um, Yvonne says can't be rocking those rival brands. Yeah, that's a gray area. You don't want to do that. Like I'm pretty sure somewhere in the contract where you don't want to do that. Like only person I seen that do that and nothing happened, but they got lawsuits out of nowhere too is Kanye whenever he got tired of Adidas and you saw him with the Nike gloves on. And everybody thought he was trying to go back to Nike, which Nike don't want the fucking headache. I would assume, allegedly. Devon says, real talk, I seen Anthony Edwards rock shoes, but he had Nike socks on, but difference is he rolled the socks down, but trust me, he had on Nike socks. Yeah, but he's trying to hide the logo. That's
so funny.
Yeah, but he's trying not to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I'd assume, but yeah, I get what I would laugh too. Devon says, I agree, Manny. The sweatsuits and tees were fire to me. Devon says, let me give another example. Gaines gifted a pair of Nike to Dame. Plus, Dame Dollar gifted him a pair of his Adidas. I believe as long as you don't rock them, the brands are fine with that. Yeah, it's a thing. Like you don't want to be you don't. I don't think you can wear them for work. Maybe when they're off work, like say you want to go get something to eat with the family, and somebody just randomly take a picture. That's probably okay. But as far as you like, if you know you got a Nike endorsement deal, and you know you're supposed to have that shit on the field in or court or whatever sport we want to put in.
I think it goes just all around suits, but you'll see them in a Gucci tracksuit. So you can't really say that, you know. But I guess
Yeah,
it just pertains to that specific area, footwear or something like that, you know.
or rival brands, but what's really a rival brand? Because I mean, Louis Vuitton and
Like
Nike, not
they don't, they're not in the same category. Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, Louis Vuitton doesn't make sportswear, you know.
yeah. They got a few designer sneakers, but I mean, like to be honest, like you wouldn't ball. I'm pretty sure somebody has, but I mean, in
So
theory, you're not
PJ
gonna
Tucker,
ball.
like that's probably the only person, somebody like that you will most likely see balling in some Louis Vuittons, you know.
Yeah, and he knows he hasn't gotten in trouble, so obviously, I would assume he gets permission
Because
before he does.
have you seen him rock any of his shoes from Shoe Surgeon? No. Like you
Yeah,
said, you can gift him all you want, you know, just
yeah.
don't wear them.
He can wear. He probably wearing them like family cookouts or some shit. You
Yeah,
know,
like something where like it's a real private event, you know.
yeah, exactly. Like there shouldn't be no damn photos other than amongst family. So I can see that. It says Beckham initially agreed to an endorsement deal with Nike in 2014 and extended the contract in 2017 after Nike matched the terms of completing $47 million deal from Adidas. Says, however, so apparently he matched it. So I guess he was gonna go to Adidas, but Nike said they'll give him $47 million to stay with them, is what I get from this. So he stayed with them. Says, however, Beckham claimed that while Nike stated its competing offer would match all the terms of Adidas offer, Nike changed the language and terms of the agreement as it was finalized to keep guaranteed extensions for the contract based on the earned royalties rather than the net sales. So I guess Odell Beckham kind of was basically doing like, I guess he was trying to make sure his deal, he was trying to get the same deal with Adidas, but apparently Nike, no disrespect, Nike them still on another level at Adidas. You're not gonna get, you're gonna, of course you're gonna get more bang for your buck if you go to Adidas or Reebok. Their deals are great, but do they bring in the same amount of sales as Nike?
Exactly, because Nike is gonna give you damn near. There's no way that you can fail, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, true.
Like there's no
So
way you can miss this. Like you know.
this is true. Devon says, didn't Jake Paul rock a pair of custom boxing Nike shoes by Shoe Surgeon? I wouldn't be
But boxing
surprised.
probably has different rules because boxing isn't technically. Are boxers technically sponsored by like shoes and stuff?
Some of them do. So I know Mayweather wore Reeboks all the time, so I think he had a slight little deal with that. But I think for the most part, most of them may not have a. It's not many. If there is, there's not many boxers that got like a shoe deal. Because
Because
I mean, like,
there's no money in
yeah, there's no
boxing
crazy. Let
shoes.
me put it this way: like, no disrespect, the big fights happen at best. The greatest fighters, like we'll say, like Javante Davis, he fights maybe twice a year. Floyd was fighting once a year, and no disrespect, if you're not in that boxing like sport, if you're not doing that like as a
Yeah, why
hobby,
the fuck you rocking boxing shoes?
yeah, you know where I was. See, you read my mind. You knew where I was about to go. Who the hell finna just you finna see out and about walking in some random ass hey those new Floyd Mayweather boxing shoes? No, you're not finna see that shit unless you're in that area in working in the gym.
And still, boxers don't have signature shoes.
No,
You
they
know,
don't.
there's no
Yeah,
like I said, there's no market. There's no money in boxing shoes, so there's no real regulation on them, in my opinion. You know.
yeah. Allegedly, we don't know, but yeah, I agree. Says the change in the lawsuit said decreased the value of the contract to Mr. Beckham by tens of millions of dollars. The suit also claimed that these changes were made in bad faith because Nike did not put out enough royalty generating product in the market to hit the required amount for the contract to extend. Nike also intentionally depressed sales of these products in the last fully guaranteed year of the contract as well. The suit stated, says in the complaint, Beckham claimed that Nike failed to provide him a payment of $2 million in 2022 and he did not follow through on the obligation to create certain player edition products offerings, including some that would bear Beckham Jr.'s name. So basically saying he didn't get everything that was supposed to be a part of the contract. So I mean, can he really be upset here? I think so. I mean, I can see how this easily turned into like, fuck it. You know, you're not gonna win, but they technically not gonna win either. You're basically wasting each other's time. And that's probably why pretty much the judge, or not even the judge, because they did a trial by jury, which trial by jury versus trial by just you and a judge and versus another attorney, totally different price money too. So I think they're both happy to hell to say they ain't have to pay each other and they're just gonna pay their course and cut their ties. If I had to guess off of that joint. Let me hit the chat, then we'll talk upcoming releases and wrap things up here for the rest of the night. Appreciate y'all for coming through and definitely showing love. Definitely smash the like button. We've been on this joint for an hour and 6 minutes. Divine Photo says supposedly there's gonna be a sneakers in 15 minutes for the taken 8 phone posits. So I'm assuming there may be like a shot drop in 15 minutes for the taken 8 phone posits. Tekken, my bad. Tekken.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, my bad. I keep disrespecting because I know I did that last time you called me out.
And where he say this is going to be at?
He says it's gonna be sneaker. There's gonna be a sneakers like on sneakers app. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm just reading
a day for something like that to happen.
Yeah, true. So upcoming releases, and we'll wrap things up here for the night. Think only thing on the radar I got is pretty much those I'm on year 3s for now. It's been pretty quiet, man, for the sneaker world, man. And yeah, I'm not mad that it's kind of dry right now. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, with so much stuff going on, literally, I know you haven't been living under a rock with the stuff that just happened this week and the following week. Honestly, it's been hectic here, but it's not in the sneaker world. So, I mean, just enjoy the downtime and just chill. You know what I'm saying? That's where my moment is. I'm just kind of chilling. We still got more content on the way, but anything in particular that you're looking for?
Like I say, man, really, nothing's been really catching my eye. Like I say,
what was that one that you was talking about earlier that you said we?
The Vans and Bape collab.
Right.
Just you can imagine how Vans look just with the Bape collab. I mean,
I'm gonna Google it.
On them,
Vans and Bape. I'm gonna Google it just for the hell of it, because I mean, I get what you're saying. I probably won't be surprised at what I see, but I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can pull it up on the images. So is it gonna be this one where they're doing like a Vans, but it got that Bape like shark teeth on it joint?
The camo and stuff,
Oh, I see that one. Yep, I see that one. The camo joint. I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see real quick before we get up out of here. Boom. Yeah, it's like a camo, the Bape camo joint, but it's like a regular like Vans. It's okay. I mean, I ain't rock Vans, and I've had a pair of Vans that I used to skateboard, but I ain't rock Vans in like years, bro. But they don't look bad though. I mean, if you're into Vans, I don't see why not.
Wait a minute. So I'm seeing
there's a green one, and then there's one where they got the little shark. I'm assuming shark teeth joint. Then there's one too where I seen there's like a collection where they got the different colors on like the high ones, the high top joints.
Yeah. No, I'm interested, but if I was, obviously I want to go for a pair of the low tops,
Okay. I rock
even the highs are actually pretty cool, but
And did you see those? I think it's what Alien Dior joint they did with New Balance, where it's a pre-order that's not gonna apparently ship out to 2025.
No,
bro. Karen K copped a pair of those in the Discord, but I'm just like, bro, I ain't getting y'all no, X amount of money. Like I think it's like 160 for a shoe that I ain't gonna be able to pick up till next year. But then technically, I kind of basically did something similar to that because my Travis Scott shorts still haven't shipped. Yeah, ironically. So I mean, yeah, I can't say what I will and will not do because clearly I've done it. You've done it, with the Air Force One Travises. So yeah, it is what it is. And I know we got the Nigel Sylvester's. Rumors is they were supposed to drop today, and then I think they're officially going to drop on the sneakers app probably within the next couple weeks. But yeah, thoughts on those Sylvesters?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, so you ain't checking for him.
What's
Cool.
that?
You're not checking for him.
They're okay.
Okay, yeah. So
I,
you're not.
I don't really. I know people don't, but I don't really hate that PRM line that they're doing with the fours.
I do.
I don't. They don't. They don't look bad, but just don't call them fours.
Yeah,
If they were just a shoe that you guys are dropping, cool, but don't call them that. The bad. I think the bad comes from trying to call them fours. You know.
maybe so. Maybe I'm not a fan of them. Devon says I'm a fan of pre-orders. I am too, as long as it's like, bro. I mean, I don't want to wait no longer than like 2 to 3 months, though. You know.
Yeah.
No hype in the building with the salute, and he says I agree with Dunks. So there you have it. But let's go and wrap things up here for the night, man. We've been on this joint for a little over an hour. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Y'all definitely smash that like button, sub to the channel if you're new, haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional trying halls. Y'all know we got Music Mondays when we'll be back. Sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. Y'all know we talk definitely sneakers over there. Music, and we got a food section, a sports section, a little bit of everything. Other than that, we will be back again live on Monday with that Music Monday as well. Other than that, I'm gonna let my homie Dunks go ahead and take us out for the night.
Hey, thanks everybody for joining us. This was a good one. Like we said, not much really dropping. I see what sneakers tried to do, try to throw the Olympic sixes on there, thinking that's gonna do something. But hey, whatever. You guys could have kept those. I see what you guys tried to do right there. But anyway,
Fact.
you guys could have put those safari dunks if you was gonna do something, you know,
Fact.
or the Olympic dunks as they call them, you know, since you guys had
Fact.
all that Olympic themed shit on there, you know.
Fact.
But anyway. I guess I'm looking for those dunks because, like I say, I'm kind of on my dunk wave right now, you know. So that's kind of just what I'm checking for right now. And like I say, I'm on my ears. I'll go for them. But I'm not gonna lose no sleep over them, and I'm definitely not gonna lose no money over them, you know, unless I get them, you know.
True.
So,
Okay.
but besides that, yeah, everybody have a great rest of your weekend, man, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
All right, man. And we're officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Peace.
My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while.